Today we will start our lesson number 4, computer memory and storage. Children, every day you carry your school bag for keeping your school books. Similarly, a computer uses a storage area called memory to store data and instructions that you feed into it. So, children, as you are using your school bag to keep your books, similarly, a computer uses the storage area called memory to store data and instructions which we are giving to the computer. So now in this chapter we will let us learn about computer memory and storage. Computer memory: any number or text that you enter into a computer is called data. The instructions you give to a computer are called commands. So any number or text which we are entering into a computer is called data, and the instructions you give to the computer are called commands. All these are stored into computer memory for processing by the CPU. All this information are storing where? In the computer memory for processing for the CPU. Computer memory come in the form of chip and disk. Memory is coming in the form of chips and disk. There are two types of memory. Computer memory is divided into two parts, which is primary memory and secondary memory. The one information is given here: anything you enter into a computer is stored in the form of 0 and 1. Machine language, the digits 0 and 1 are known as binary digits or bits. So computer is understanding only the machine language, which is in the form of digits 0 and 1, which is also known as binary digits. Now let us start our first memory, that is primary memory. The primary memory is the main memory of the computer. It is known as the main memory of the computer. Primary memory is as fast as the CPU can directly access it. It is very fast memory. It is of two types: random access memory, that is RAM, and read-only memory, ROM. Random access memory: the RAM is a memory that holds data and instructions temporarily. Means RAM is a memory which is holding the data and instructions temporarily, means for some time only. The data stored on RAM is lost when power goes off. When the power goes off, our data which is stored in the RAM it's also lost. It holds data and instruction on which the CPU is currently working. It only holds the data and instructions which we are working currently on the CPU. Read-only memory: the ROM is pre-written memory. The data stored on ROM can only be read. Now it is a pre-written memory which cannot write anything on this, and the data stored on the ROM can only be read only. We can only read on it. We cannot write anything on that. It cannot be altered. We cannot change it. Altered means changed. We cannot change that. The data is not lost when power goes off. So here our data is remain saved, because when the power goes, the data is not lost. But whereas in the RAM, our data is lost. It contains instructions that are needed when the computer is starting up. It always contains the instructions which are needed when the computer is starting. Now it's one activity is given here: fill in the missing letters to form words. So D dash I have already solved here. So it comes DATA, data. It's not visible. DATA, data. Then second one is COMMANDS, commands. Third one is MEMORY, memory. Fourth one is BINARY, binary. Then secondary memory or storage devices. The secondary memory stores data permanently until someone erases it purposely. So secondary memory stores data permanently till anyone is not erasing it. It is slower than the primary memory. It is slowly than the primary memory. There are many secondary storage devices. Let us learn some of them. Some of the secondary storage devices are hard disk. A computer has a hard disk to store a large amount of data for further use. The hard disk is fixed inside the system unit. It is fixed inside the system unit, that is CPU, and it stores a large amount of data which we can use further. Then pen drive. A pen drive is a portable storage device. It can store a large amount of data but less than a hard disk. So it is a portable storage device which can store large amount of data but less than the hard disk. It is connected to a computer or a laptop via USB port. It is small in size and lightweight. You can easily carry it with yourself. So pen drive, you can easily carry it with yourself. Next one is DVD, that is digital versatile or digital video disc. A DVD comes in circular shape. It is in circular shape. It stores less data than a pen drive. It also storing the less data than a pen drive. A DVD is commonly used for storing and playing HD videos and games. So DVD is commonly used for storing, playing HD videos or games. Now CD, compact disc. Like DVD, a CD also comes in circular shape. It is also comes in circular shape only. Its picture is given here. It stores less amount of data than a DVD or a pen drive. It also stores the less data than a DVD or a pen drive. However, it is cheaper than the other storage devices. But it is cheaper means of less cost than the other storage devices. A CD is commonly used for storing and playing songs. CD we are using commonly for storing and playing songs. Now for remembering, you should handle CD and DVD with care as they are thin and fragile. So you have to take care of handling of CD and DVDs because they are very thin and fragile. One information is given here. A computer reads numbers and text as codes. These codes are made up of combination of two digits 0 and 1. So we have already read that. We have already studied that computer is understanding only the language, machine level language, which is 0 and 1, which are known as binary numbers. Now some keywords which we have used in this chapter. Data. Any number or text that you feed into a computer is known as data. Command. The instruction given to the computer to perform any of the tasks is known as command. Portable device. A device that you can carry with yourself easily is known as a portable device. Now this chapter is finished. Hope you understand. Just complete your exercise from the PDF given along with this and try to learn the chapter. Thank you.